afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Saying yes to this, what I'd like to know first is if you notice any change in Filipinos' preference for the lease of cars. Is there something different in what they're looking for in cars today versus 5 years ago?
Well, industry-wide, we were seeing a very rapid shift in preference, especially for powertrains. When you say powertrains, normally Filipino would go for the usual diesel or gas. And unlike other markets within the ASEAN region, we've seen a rapid growth of EV adoption in the country. But for Philippines, the first 2 years were quite slow. Nissan was one of the first to introduce a full EV with the Leaf way back 2024. And we also introduced the Kicks e-Power, which is a very unique hybrid power vehicle same year as well. But this year, with the oil crisis and with all the Chinese coming, we've seen a big adoption and accelerated adoption of consumers on electrified motors.
Speaking of adoption, how would you rate Nissan's adoption? And higher demand for electrification and sustainability in the automotive industry?
I think it's aligned with our corporate vision of having more electrified models. We're lucky for Philippines that we're going to introduce 4 electrified models, the Philippine International Motor. All of those models are really aligned with what the market needs and what the market wants at this point. So we're ready to go with
It
the...
seems like there's going to be more.
Yes, of course, because again, it doesn't stop with the 4 models that we'll be launching. We continue to evaluate and adapt to the market. Obviously, this year, we'll still continue to cater to traditional intenders who would like to go with an ICE engine. But this time, we're also offering them with a diverse EV lineup from PHEV to BEV to e-Power.
And we talked about the classifications. Which among these vehicle segments do you think is going to be the biggest years to come?
Still, the SUV segment, because Filipino loves that design, that 7-seater off-roady design. It's still going to continue, given that most of the markets right now are also focusing on that body type. So we'll expect to see more, and usually Filipinos tends to go what models are introduced outside of the market.
Okay, talked about Filipinos. From your perspective, how are we Filipinos compared to other the automotive markets in neighboring countries?
Well, I would say Filipinos are quite unique in the sense that there are customers who are really loyal to their conventional ICE engine, and at the same time, there are also customers who are now exploring. My experience in the past is that normally, when there's a new technology introduced within the ASEAN neighborhood, we are always probably the last to adopt, because culturally we are very, we would like to be comfortable with the technology first, the reliability before we change. But right now, what we're seeing is that Filipinos are catching up, and with the adoption right now of EV technologies, we've seen it, and probably the next generation of buyers are also evolving.
What makes the Philippine market special for Nissan?
For Nissan? Well, probably for the ASEAN region itself, this is actually the most important market of Nissan, where in terms of vehicle volume, we're there. There's a lot of focus on the network for Nissan. We have a very strong Nissan dealer network, and also our partners are quite loyal to the brand.
That's probably why Filipinos also view. That's it for your 10-minute interview, sir.
10
10 minutes, I believe. Thank you. Maraming salamat.